Nasaan yung ito yung gusto palagi. Maliit. Balik tayo dito. Okay. Nag-message ni. Ang bilis ko maglakad. Balik. Good morning, everyone. So we are now going to start our activity for today. Rebid, conference of this project. So, Lord, may I ask everyone to please stand for our opening prayer to be led by our Back Secretariat, Sergio Marx Gabonada.
Let's bow our head and feel the presence of God. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we gather here today with hearts open to your guidance. We seek your wisdom and discernment as we begin this private conference. May your grace be upon us, ensuring fairness, integrity, and transparency in all our actions. Help us to make decisions that are just and equitable, considering the needs of all involved. We ask for your blessing on this process, that it may be conducted with honesty and integrity, and that the outcome will be positive one for all. We ask this in your holy name, amen. In the name of the Father, of the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Okay, so please be seated. So today is December 3, 2025. So we're here today, back conference room of Dr. C. Rodriguez, Memorial Hospital and Sanitarium. So before we proceed, let's have the roll call of attendance for today's activity. Let's start first with our Vision Awards Committee, together with our chairperson, Dr. Siris Marie Ireta. Good morning, Doc. To our vice chairperson, good morning, Doc. Doc Hermie R. Saludes. Together with our members, Ma'am Melinda Aicando. Good morning, Ma'am Mel. And Sir Larry J. Ramos. Good morning, sir. For our TWG, our technical working group, Sir Patrick, John Patrick Neil B. Noble. Good morning, sir. And Engineer Kim Camello C. Patawaran. Good morning, sir. And together with our back secretariat, so Sir John Marx Gabonada and Sir Ray Macalandal. So, and ako din po, no, si Rafael Cordero and Ma'am Dimple Cachuela. So, and also, may have, nandito po rin po ba si Dr. Mark P. Zamora? Ay, Doc, dito po tayo, Doc. For si Doc Zamora din po ay ating technical working group. Okay po. So, again, once I call your name po, kindly state your full name and state your company po, no? So, Mr. Alexander.
Alexander Mata, MMJ Finance.
Good morning, sir. Miss Hannah. Good morning, ma'am. Miss Jessica. Ma'am Jonaline. Sir John. Po. Ma'am G. Okay po. Ma'am Lynn. Ma'am Naomi. Eduardo, Mr. Eduardo. Sir Ronald. Sir Bernard. Ma'am Charity. Ma'am Katrina. Ma'am Camille. Ma'am Zarieli. Sir Zarieli, sorry. Okay po. Sorry po, Nevtech. Sino po to? Uwa? De, sorry. Carla, okay. New Tech. Ma'am Nika. Ma'am Ria. Ma'am Maria Lourdes. Ma'am LV. Sorry, medyo ano lang po. Agnelli, sorry. From S2S3, nandito po ba to?
Yes.
Okay po. Meron po bang hindi natawag or hindi nakapag-attendance? So dapat po lahat ng nandito mag-attendance po sila sa ating attendance sheet, no? Meron po bang hindi natawag from our audience? So please make sure lang po na dapat po naka-attendance po tayo dito. Okay po. Opo, kung wala po sa attendance, hindi po pwede na nandito po. Yes, sir. Meron pong hindi nakapag-attendance. Pa-attendance po tayo dito. Please, ma'am, state your name po muna. Okay po. Meron pa po ba? Yes, sir. Opo. Sige po. Kailangan po natin mag-attendance for documentation purposes po ito. And then also, let us acknowledge our back member po, Sir Maverick Flores. Good morning, sir. And then, Secretary, Janine. Okay. Okay na po. Sino pa po hindi nakapag-attendance sa atin? Meron po bang hindi natawag? Just to make sure lang po. So tayo po ay naka-record po, no? Recorded po ang ating pre-bid conference. Ayan. So if none, can we now proceed for our activity proper? Sige po, next slide please. Sorry. So Doc, now we already stated the attendance po for each everyone, for the back members, back secretariat, and our prospective bidders. Can we now have po declare a quorum, Doc?
Since we have a complete set of back members, we have a quorum now. So
Can we now proceed, Doc, for our
Yes, please.
agendas po?
Yes, please.
Sige. So, for today's po, no, ang mga pag-uusapan po natin, yung PIN number 2025-11-030 for the supply and delivery of various medical equipment. Number 2, PIN number 2025-11-031 for the supply, delivery, installation of various medical equipment for ophthalmology. And PIN number 3, 2025-11-032, supply, delivery, installation, testing, and commissioning of various laboratory equipment and information system. Sige. So next po. So next, sir. Okay, so dito po sa ating pre-bid, pag-uusapan po natin dito yung mga nakapost po doon sa ating field reps po, no? Hindi po required na umattend dito sa ating pre-bid, pero much better po na nandito kayo para maklarify po kung may mga questions po kayo. So later, papahapyawan po natin yung mga dapat natin pag-usapan para sa project na to. So if ever na may mga questions kayo, pwede nyo naman po tanungin, pero kapag sinuggest ng back na you should put into writing, you should put into writing po para formal po yung ating pagsagot din sa inyo. Okay po. Next po. So, agenda for today, list of procurement projects, timeline and schedule, checklist of our eligibility requirements, templates, forms, marking ceilings of bids, payment, cost of bidding documents, and list of items and specifications. Sige po. So, ayan. So, umpisahan natin dito sa PIN project for number 1. supply and delivery of various medical equipment 2025-11-030 with approved budget of 100,007,663 pesos for our first project. For the second project, supply, delivery, and installation of various medical equipment for ophthalmology with the PIN number 2025-11-031 with the approved budget of 10 million pesos. That's our second project. Number 3, supply, delivery, installation, and commissioning of various laboratory equipment and information system with the PIN number 2025-11-032 with the approved budget of 25 million. That's our third project. So for our deadline of submission, it will be on December 15, 2025 at 9 a.m. Okay po malinaw po tayo dito, 9 a.m. po. Yung deadline po natin, hindi po 9:01, hindi po 9:02, 9 a.m. So opening of bids natin starts at 10 a.m. Kahit mag-start na po ito ng alas 10, dapat po nakapagpasa na po kayo ng 9 a.m. Sir, question. Paano po kapag 9 a.m. nasa hospital na kami? Tapos nandito po kami sa back po ng 9:05. Hindi po yun valid. Okay po? Dapat mapasa niyo po dito sa amin yan ng eksaktong 9 a.m. So nan may time po tayo dito na minomonitor ng ating guard. So siya po yung naglalagay ng time, exact time niyo po kung ano po yung pagdala ng documents niyo rito. Ayun po malinaw po tayo doon. Okay po? Yes sir, very good po yun. Mamaya po pag-usapan natin yung mga oras na pwede kayong mag-submit at mga oras na pwede kayong bumili. Okay po? So ayun po, para clear lang po tayo sa time ng submission natin. Sige po, next. Sir, can you please, sir, good morning sir. Sir, can you please state your name po and company po? From? First name po, full name niyo po sir. Okay po. So can you please attendance na lang po. Thank you po. So for this project sa number 1 natin, so sa various and supply and delivery of various medical equipment. So ang criteria po na gagamitin natin dito sa lahat ng ating PIN projects ay LRCB. Okay po? So and then ang ating scope po, sa first project, 5 years. Dito sa second project, 2 years. At sa third project ay 2 years po. Okay po? So ito po yung criteria natin, LCRB. Sir, next po. So for the timeline schedule of activities, nakapag-post po tayo noong noong November 25. So November 25 tayo nakapag-post. So ito yung ating timeline for that. So ang ating pre-bid today, December 3, 2025. Nag-start tayo around 10 o'clock. So ito po ay face-to-face po, no? So kung mapapansin niyo po, wala po tayong participant sa ating Zoom. Dahil required po ng ating Bids and Awards Committee na ito ay face-to-face. And then also, the deadline of submission ay December 15. Ito lang po yung ating mga proposal, no? Especially sa ating bid evaluation, hanggang dito po tayo. December 16, yung ating bid evaluation. And then yung start of our post-qualification activities ay December 17 onwards. Okay? So next. So for the checklist of eligibility requirements, it will be discussed by our chairperson, Dr. Siris Marie Ireta.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us today in this pre-bidding activity of our back equipment. So let's review the checklist of eligibility requirements. So we do have the technical component envelope, okay, and the financial component envelope. So alam natin na sa technical component envelope, kasama doon yung legal documents natin, technical documents, and also financial documents. And under the financial component envelope, meron tayong 2 documents na kailangan doon. The bid form at saka yung price schedule, which we're going to discuss later. So first, next slide, sir. Muna.
It's a financial.
Ayan, sa financial, we have the financial bid form again and the price schedule. We're going to discuss that later thoroughly. Okay? So, next slide. For the legal documents, what we're requiring is the PhilJEP certificate, okay? So dapat po platinum siya, no? Since we are in the competitive bidding. This document, sample po natin yung nasa picture. We do know na 3 pages po ito. So this is just the first page of the PhilJEP certificate. For the supporting documents for the PhilJEP certificate, pwede po silang isubmit sa post-qualification phase natin. Okay? But the certificate ng PhilJEP should be submitted during the opening, included in the envelope. Next. So for the templates, okay, anyway, it's okay. Kabaliktad lang yung slides po natin. Templates and forms, kasama na doon yung PhilJEP, supposedly. Okay, so let's proceed. Para sa ating technical documents, first one is the documents for the all ongoing contracts for both government and private. Okay, so this includes contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, and whether it is similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Okay. So next one, for this requirement pala, we have a template, okay? So meron pong template ang ating institution and we are requiring you to use it. Okay? Marami nagsasubmit po, ibang template ang ginagamit. But for now, for these 3 projects, we are requiring you to use our own template. Okay? Issued by our institution. So, meron po tayong mandatory provisions from the GPPB. Ayan, sinundan po natin yon sa template natin. Kaya kakailangan natin yun ang i-fill up natin. So, let me read it. Dapat included doon ang names of outstanding contracts with other contracting party. That's the procuring entity or private company allowed by the rules. Okay? Contract period, date, and amount of value. For goods, kinds of goods and dates of delivery should also be indicated. Next slide. So ito po yung ating template na ginawa ng ating institution. Bibigyan po kayo nito pag bumili na po tayo ng ating bidding documents. Okay, so let's discuss it. We have 7 columns. Okay, we are requiring you to put the necessary data or details na kinakailangan po natin. Okay, so first column, naka-indicate doon yung name of contract. Okay, yan. Under the government and other government, pakilagay lahat po doon yung mga ongoing ninyo and private contracts. Please include the cost. Yung iba nakakalimutan po. Okay? Project cost of each of the ongoing contracts. Next, column, owner's name, address, telephone number. And for the third column, the nature of work of the supplier or the prospective bidder. Example, delivery of medical supplies. For the fourth column, nakalagay po nature of business. So, manufacturer ba kayo, distributor, importer, pakilagay na lang din po doon. Okay, for the fifth column, date awarded. Kailan inaward sa inyo yung project, date started, date of completion. So we know that these are ongoing contracts, no? Hindi pa siya completed. So ano yung expected date of completion natin? Please indicate po doon. Next one, percent accomplished. So, percentage po ang nakalagay dyan, okay? Nun sa projects ninyo, 100, syempre hindi siya 100% kasi ongoing siya, no? So, pwede siyang started pa lang, wala pa siyang nauumpisahan, 50%, 60%, ganyan. And then on the last column, nakalagay doon yung peso, okay? Value in peso of outstanding works or undelivered portion. Why? We do need that in the computation of the NFCC. Okay? Next one. The SLCC or the documents for the single largest completed contract. Okay, this should be similar to the contract to be bid, except for some conditions, okay, provided in some of the sections of our RA 12009. Okay, we're using now the 12009 as reference. Okay, so next one. Okay, we also have the mandatory provisions for SLCC. Let me read it. Included is the name of the completed contract with contract date, period, and amount, which should correspond to the required percentage of the ABC to be bid. The value is adjusted to the current prices using the Philippine Statistics Authority consumer price indices when necessary. For goods, the relevant period of delivery date when the said SLCC was completed, okay? End users acceptance or official receipts, sales invoice. So may mga attachment po dapat yung ating SLCC, okay? Issued for the contract if completed. Definition or description of the similar project or major categories of work. So question, ano po yung scope ng ating SLCC, okay? So for the first project, ano siya, medical equipments, right? So anything under medical equipments, kasama po siya sa scope natin. For the next project, ophthalmology equipments. So under lang po siya doon. For the third project, meron tayong laboratory equipments. Doon sa ating project ngayon, may nakalagay na in relation to ICT, no? Pero we are accepting only laboratory equipments. Okay? Then again, for the scope, nasabi na po yung years kanina. First project, 5 years. Second project, 2 years. Third project, 2 years din po tayo. Okay? So, any question for that? Yes. Yes, of course. So, meron dapat yun. Okay? Yes, sir.
The date, the start date, kung may pang iba.
Wait lang po. Once you ask question po, please state your name and company.
Yes, please,
Sir,
sir.
from what company po? Just, sir, pwede po tanggal mo po.
Sa ongoing natin, pwede kang magkaroon ng mga attachment like notice of award. Kasi kasama yun. Kasi ongoing na yung contract ninyo. So meron dapat yung mga yun. Okay? Sa SLCC naman, dapat completed. Ang kasama sa mga attachment, dapat sales invoice, receipt, okay? Kasama din yung certificate of completion, okay? Kung infra, pero hindi tayong infra, meron dapat tayong certificate of acceptance, right? Okay, so yun yun.
Sir, from
Okay.
what company? Sorry po, no, for minutes lang purpose po. Sir, ano po yung...
I'm from MMD by itself.
Yes, sir.
My question is about yung tax table.
Yes, sir.
Yung sa date started and date completed.
Paki-flash.
When it start, estimate na ilan.
For SLCC or for ongoing? Yan, ongoing po tayo. No? Yes, oo. Yes, sir. Date awarded, ibig sabihin may NOA na kayo niyan. Okay? Date started, kung wala pa po, yung projected po ninyo. And expected noong PE, procurement entity, na you will start your project na. Okay. PE. Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir. From ano po, sorry. Uniper.
Yes, sir.
Uniper.
Completed na po ba? Delivered na. Pero unconnected. Yung agent na.
Hindi, sir. Kasi completed na. Meron tayong completion, certificate of completion na. Okay, so, hindi ka nila bibigyan ng completion certificate pag wala na. Okay, sir, kasama pa rin po siya. Pwede po. Yes po.
So, na-address naman po ang inyong mga questions po. So, thank you very much po. Bago tayo mag-proceed doon sa next slide natin, may iba pa bang katanungan pagdating sa ating statement of all ongoing government and private contracts po? Meron pa po bang ano dyan? Bago tayo mag-proceed? For sure, baka sa SLCC meron din tayo. Sir, yes po, sino po yung may question po?
May mic ba sila?
Pwede po silang lumapit na lang siguro dito.
Sige po, please come forward na lang po kung may mga questions po tayo. Wala po tayong wireless
Po,
mic.
sorry po, magre-request na lang kami. Opo, next year, January 1.
Magpagid ka ng mic.
Hello po. Leonard po from Medilite. Regarding na po doon sa completed. Yung sa completed po ba, kailangan po may exact date?
Of course. Mm.
For the 2 tapos 5 to 3.
Okay, sige.
Yan ha, single landed.
Completed contract.
Completed na. Okay, sige.
Completed yun.
Sa, opo, sige po. Thank you.
Sige po.
Kung may tanong kayo, pwede nyo i-communicate sa Back time.
Opo, yung email. Sa official email lang, Backly GNRMH. Okay, so I think can we now proceed to the next?
So next one, yung SLCC, done na ba natin? Na-mention na natin a while ago, na-discuss na natin. Is there any questions sa SLCC? Anything more? Okay.
Okay po.
So let's
Thank you so
proceed.
much po.
Okay.
Ayan.
Sorry. Yeah, I have to discuss the table provided by our institution. Again, we are requiring you to use our own template. Okay? Hindi yung template sa ibang institution.
Dahil do kasi po may mga, on the day po kasi, may mga bumibili ng bid documents. So hindi na po nila natatransfer dito sa aming form na required po namin. So we suggest po na hindi po kayo doon sa mismong araw bibili ng bidding documents. Prior po sana. Para ito po yung magamit nyo na form namin. Tama po ba?
Yes, oo.
Back chair.
Yes, oo. So hindi siya excuse po, no? Na tomorrow is the opening, bumili po kayo ngayon, no? Hindi po namin na-transfer, di po kami nakakapag-fill up dun sa form ninyo. So it's not an excuse. Dapat bumili po kayo na mas maaga kaysa sa time na hinahabol po natin. Okay? So, okay, for the SLCC, sorry sir, let me discuss the table. So, first column, again, parang same lang siya with the ongoing contracts. Name of contract, project cost, okay? Next, client's name, address, telephone number, nature of work, nature of business, the date of contract, amount of contract, contract duration, date completed. So, andyan po yung date completed natin sa SLCC. And the second to the last column, ABC to bid. Marami po nagkakamali po dyan. Yung ilalagay po ninyo dyan, yung ABC po natin. Okay? Nung project natin na binibid. Okay? And then, for the computation of percent of SLCC, we do have the formula below the table. Yan. Under the table. Okay. Okay, so for the computation of percentage ng SLCC natin, amount of SLCC or the single largest contract, makukuha niyo yan doon sa first column ninyo sa taas, project cost. Okay? So, and then divided by the total amount to bid, yung ABC naman po natin. Okay? Times 100. Please compute. Okay? Yung iba po hindi nagko-compute. Ibig sabihin, incomplete po yung sinubmit ninyo document. It's up to you. Okay? Kung incomplete ang document, we know that we can always disqualify, right? So you have to complete the necessary data that we need. Okay? Next one. Okay. Next one is the bid security. Okay, so original copy of bid security should be submitted. If in the form of surety bond, submit also a certification issued by the Insurance Commission or original copy of the notarized bid securing declaration. Okay? So this one, meron po tayong downloaded, next slide please. Meron tayong downloaded form or template from the GPPB. Please po paki-read po siya, no? Kasi marami din pong mali doon sa mga nilalagay nito. Kung papansinin po ninyo, may nakalagay doon, select one and delete the others. Yung iba nilalagay pa rin. Okay, hindi lang po tayo pumipirma ng document. And remember, this is notarized. At sinisilip, binabasa din po namin yon isa-isa. Okay, kahit pa ulit-ulit na kami tumitingin yan, sa tuwing meron tayong projects, binabasa po rin pa rin po namin sila isa-isa. Okay, so what is this for? Okay, yung bid securing declaration natin. Ibig sabihin para magkaroon tayo ng... Okay, first one, dapat makuha ninyo within 10 days ito, okay? After ng NOAA ninyo. Ay, sorry. Oo, this is an insurance na dapat mag-perform kayo doon sa inyong pagbili ng bid sa atin, pag-perform doon sa ating bid process natin. Okay? Sige. So this should be notarized and signed by the authorized representative. Next one. The performance securing declaration. Ito po pwede pong isubmit kahit ito lang, sir, no? Oo. Kasi kung mapapansin niyo may nag-question sa atin noon whether performance securing declaration will suffice na po ba as a bid security? Yes. Okay? Pwede po siya kasi nakalagay sa IRR natin or naman siya. Okay? So, that's it. Again, notarized and signed by the authorized representative.
Magkaiba yata yan. Magkaiba siya daw. Performance securing declaration and balik nga doon.
Bid security yung bid securing declaration yan.
Okay po.
Yung performance securing declaration, pwedeng siya din lang ibigay natin as form of the
Pwede naman.
bid security. Ma'am Dimple. Ay, sorry.
Panday talaga, hindi pa nalilitaw ito. Basically, regulation, kailangan include sa proposal.
Yes.
But gusto kami, kailangan may tama po ba?
Opo, pero as a bid security po, pwede po siya yung bid securing declaration na magkaiba kasi actually, pati question din namin yan eh. Kasi doon sa ating IRR, okay, or doon sa ating bidding documents ng May 2025 end. So dalawa po siya. But for us, if we're going to ask us, we will going to follow the law, yung IRR po, instead of the documents na binigay nila as guidelines sa atin. So we'll based on the IRR, yes po. Yes.
So or daw.
Or, yes. Okay, so next one. Technical specifications. So, alam naman po natin, technical specifications is in a form of table, right? So, nakalagay doon yung technical specifications natin, and next column is the compliance natin, complied or not complied, okay? But then we are requiring you to put the necessary compliance ng ating per specific technical specifications, okay? Yung iba kasi nakalagay comply. Pero dapat meron pa tayong corresponding, okay, technical specifications that you're offering, okay? So next, ayan, mababasa naman po natin sa bigay ng GPPB natin. Bidder must state comply or not comply for each, ayan, for each specification, and provide the corresponding performance parameters for offered equipment. So if incomplete po yung inyong table doon, pag nakita lang namin na comply lang nakalagay, automatic pwede po tayong ma-DQ. Kasi it's required na kailangan pong nakalagay doon yung mga parameter performance nyo. Okay?
Please take note po yun, ano? Kasi very particular po yung ating back chair po doon. Yung mga Bids and Awards Committee po natin doon. Tama, Doc, no?
Yes, oo. Okay, so stated clearly po yun. Yes, sir.
Dito po, sir. Sorry po. May share po, tatlo na yan.
Pa-identify na lang po.
Regarding ito sa S. Ramil Serrano from Mana Siamay.
regarding po to sa SLCC.
SLCC. Okay. Balik.
Po yung nakalagay doon, unit of measurement is lot.
Okay.
So kung lot, bigay ng kalahati is 100 million to po.
Okay.
So SLCC is 550 million.
50%. At least 50% po tayo.
So hindi po line item po ito.
Oh.
Hindi po line item.
Marami po kasi tayong project ngayon. Late yata si sir.
Dito po sa measurement mo, lahat po nakalagay. So lahat to lahat. So,
Are you referring to what project po? Kasi we do have 3 projects.
Saan po kayo interested, sir?
dito po sa
Big number.
pin number 2025-11430.
So that's nursing. Okay.
So lahat na po ito. Hindi ko rin item.
Okay. So, to be clear po, si sir is inquiring regarding the project number 1. Okay? Medical equipments. Nakalat po tayo doon. So, oo. The SLCC po doon is dapat 50% of the whole project natin. And that's 100 million. So, at least dapat meron tayong, 50 million, yeah. Dapat 50 million for the SLCC. Okay. So,
Clear po tayo doon. Nasagot naman po ang inyong query. Sige
hindi
po.
po.
Yes, sir. Again po, sir, state your name po.
Sir, yung sa technical specification po tayo. Sir, din po ba yung forward tayo? Pero din po.
Yan din.
So, ito na rin po. Opo. Yes po. Yes, sir. Kunwari, comply po kayo. I-type na rin po ninyo doon yung corresponding ano. Okay. Nakalagay na yung ating mga text specs doon, di ba? Opo. Nakalagay na yung sa aming text specs and then lalagay na lang po ninyo yung corresponding offer ninyo. Okay. Opo.
Separate. O column, no? Text ang i-offer mo. Bakit kayo maglalagay ng comply lang tapos
Blanco lang isa.
comply lang. Comply lang.
Blanco lang isa.
Pagka text specs, comply, kasi offer.
Ano ba?
Kailangan
Yung put the page number or
please lang. Kasi magdalagay yung client that item. Pakilagay nyo yung page. Ibigay ko anong page.
bakit saan makikita sa brochure?
Hindi pa rin sure na okay na po. Ay, yung makikita yung specs.
Ang question. Sige, sir. Ayan. Okay, let's complete it na lang. Okay.
Pero, page 2 of page 2 of user manual.
Let's complete na lang po yung discussion natin sa technical specifications, no? So with the inquiry of sir, kailangan po ba, kasi bibilihin ninyo wala pa pong nakasulat, right? Okay. So maganda po, napakitype na lang isa-isa from the GPPB, yung pinost namin, opo, yung mga technical specifications coming from us for you to review na din. Okay? Kung talaga nagko-comply kayo or hindi. Okay? Sige, so number 1 po yun. Okay? Pangalawa po, nakalagay po dito sa atin, yung template lang, pero hindi din po kasi kailangan may attachments po ito. Okay? Kasama doon sa technical specification. Now, I'm stating we are requiring you to attach the necessary brochure. Okay? Hindi lang brochure na yung kung ano yung nabili. Dapat andoon din nakastate yung mga technical specifications na sinabi niyong na-comply po ninyo doon sa inyong table. Okay? So yung sinasabi ni Dr. Saludes sa atin na kahit paano sana may nakalagay na page kung saan makikita yung mga technical specification na na-comply po ninyo sa mga brochure or manuals po na sinubmit po ninyo as attachment. Okay? Malinaw po ba? Okay. I-expound daw po ng ating Vice Chairman. Okay?
Pag nag-submit po tayo ng mga brochure, wag naman yung parang kahit sinong high schooler madadownload sa internet. Kasi dapat brochure, technical manual na let's say kunwari, kailangan ko ay 10 to 200 volts. hindi mo yun may expect sa downloadable brochure o yung parang promo leaflet or pamphlet lang. Provide us with real technical specifications from actual user manuals. So para bang binili mo na. Okay. Clear po sa lahat. Tsaka yung page, please. Kasi tinitingnan po namin yung isa-isa. Okay?
Aside from it, okay.
So Doc, meaning to say Doc, blank pa rin yan, sila na magpupunan yan.
Yes.
And then doon sa kabila, ilalagay nila yung offer nila para malinaw po tayo doon. So ibibigay pa rin natin sa kanila yan ng naka-blank.
Blanco. Yes, sir.
Okay po.
Okay. So, pangalawa po, we are requiring you to submit us your manpower. Okay? Manpower requirements po natin. Okay? Manpower requirements. Kasi nakalagay doon, if necessary. So, we are requiring you to submit us. Okay? Kasama din doon yung certificates of undertakings for your warranties. Okay? So kasi sa ating technical specifications, kasama yung TOR, Terms of Reference doon. Paano po ninyo mako-comply yun? How will you suggest or sasabihin sa amin na you are complying? So you have to submit the certificate of undertakings stating those terms and conditions that we are requiring. For example, warranty of 5 years. So doon sa ating certificate of undertakings, nakalagay po doon, we are offering 5-year warranty, ganyan-ganyan. Okay? And then signed by the authorized representative. Okay? No certificate of undertakings considered incomplete. Okay. Yes, sir.
Hindi po pa na in-authorize yung mga
As much as possible, kahit hindi na po pag-sign by the authorized representative, pero for your own initiative, kung okay din lang, why not po? Yun nga lang po, para sa inyo, medyo magastos na po siguro yun, no? So the signature of the authorized representative will suffice, okay? But then again, pag nag-signature po, yung iba, naglalagay lang sila ng pirma. Pakilagay po yung pangalan po nung pumirma. Okay? Sige. So, any questions pa po sa ating technical specifications?
Okay, so if none, can we now proceed?
So let's proceed to OSS or the Omnibus Sworn Statement. Okay? If applicable, original notarized secretary certificate. Ang secretary certificate po is required lalo na kapag ang isang company is corporation, okay? Ano pa? Cooperative or partnership. Okay? Why? Kasi they are authorizing one single person to do the transaction. Okay? So, kailangan meron po siyang attachment palagi. Okay? So, or original special power of attorney of all members of a joint venture, kung meron pong joint venture, okay? Giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. Okay, so clear po tayo doon. Okay. So wala pong secretary certificate, incomplete. Okay? So OSS, also ito po is downloadable sa ating GPPB, no? Pag titignan po natin ng malapit ang OSS natin, paki-read po ng maayos. Kasi pipili po kayo dyan. Marami po kaming nakukuha, nag-DQ. Kasi alam namin corporate siya, pero nakalagay doon sa kanyang OSS, sa select one, delete the other, I am the sole proprietor, ang pinili niya between the two. And yet, yung company nila is a corporation. Okay? So, pakibasa po na mabuti kung saan ang pipiliin ninyo. Hindi po siya applicable sa isang sole proprietor, yung kung kayo ay in a corporation or cooperative or in a partnership. Okay? Sige. Okay, and that follows to the other sections of the OSS. Okay? So, pakibasa pong mabuti. Okay? Next one.
And also, Doc, just to add din po, no? Lahat ng mga forms na to, pagka bumili sila ng bid docs, ibibigay din sa kanila, provided din po.
Provided po ito. But it should be notarized. At saka,
Pero downloadable itong mga to. Downloadable po yung mga yun. Sa GPPB. Yung hindi lang nila mada-download, yung SLCC and
ongoing contract.
ongoing po.
Okay, any questions sa ating OSS po? Yung sa OSS, nakalagay din po dyan mga responsibilities po ninyo sa ating procuring entity, okay? So, pakiread po yan, blacklisting, mga ganyan-ganyan po dyan, no? So, pakibasa na lang po ng maigi yung pinipirmahan po ninyo. Okay? Next one. The NFCC or the Net Financial Contracting Capacity. Okay, so ito na po yung gagamitan natin siya ng computation ulit. Okay? Tawag dito? Naka-base po ito sa ating assets and liabilities as well as dun sa ongoing contracts natin, yung hindi pa complete or outstanding contracts natin. Okay? So what's the formula for NFCC? You have to compute the current assets minus the current liabilities, multiply by 15, that's the factor, and then minus the outstanding or uncompleted portion of projects on the ongoing contracts, yung una pong document natin kanina. Kaya importante po na ma-compute po ninyo yon. Masumate po ninyo yung lahat nun. Okay? So any questions sa NFCC po natin? So far, wala naman po kami nagiging problema sa NFCC. Yes, sir. Opo, kung kailangan, opo. Pwede din naman po kasi dapat complete nga kung tutusin. Pero kung wala siya, di pwede din ba rin pa sa POSCO? Kung hindi namin makita, di papadala po rin. Okay po. Okay, next one. Ayan. Kung may... Ay, sorry.
Sige po. Lapit na lang po dito muna. Sorry po.
From Newtech Medical Solution. Sa ano po, sa BITSEC, pwede na po ba yung BITS, notarized na bid securing declaration sa bid security po?
Nabanggit na po natin kanina. Yes po.
Tapos color po ba?
Mamaya po, we will give you instructions sa color. Okay. Sige po. Okay. Any more questions po sa NFCC natin? Wala. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, good morning. From RBGM, Hannah Mendoza. Ma'am, tanong ko lang kung yung NFCC may forms din po sa BidDocs or pwedeng i-download.
Actually, manggagaling yan sa inyo. May computation kasi yan eh. Pwede po manggaling sa inyo yung forms, pero kasama naman siya sa ano? Sarili format, oo. Iba-iba yung computations. Pwedeng galing sa accountant ninyo yan, ma'am. Siya yung magbibigay sa inyo. Okay.
Sige po. So, we hope na na-address yung inyong mga questions, no?
So
Kasi dyan po yung lagi tayo nagkakaroon ng concern doon, ano?
Okay. So next one, kung meron po tayong joint venture agreement, okay, maglagay lang din po tayo ng necessary documents natin if applicable, no? A duly signed joint venture agreement in case na meron po tayo duly notarized statements from all the potential joint venture partners stating that they will enter into and abide by the provisions of the JVA in the instant that the bid is successful. Okay? See. Next one. So tapos na po tayo sa technical component envelope. We'll proceed with the financial component envelope. So we only have two forms or documents na kailangan dito, the financial bid form and the price schedule. Okay? Pero check po natin. Kasi kahit dalawa lang yan, mabusisi po sila, no? Okay, tingnan po natin yung bid form natin. So, yung bid form po natin, pag titignan po ninyo, ganun din. Meron siyang select one and delete one from the others. Please, paki-select po yung applicable lang sa inyo, okay? So, dito po sa ating letter C, pag pinansin po ninyo, the total price of bid in words and figures, excluding any discount offered below is, isusulat po ninyo dyan yung in words and in figures. Okay? Chine-check po namin yan kung merong discrepancy din kasi sa GPPB dapat wala or iaayos natin yan. Okay? Isang importanteng bagay po dito is yung nasa letter E. Pakitaas po. Total bid price Okay. Total bid price sorry. Nahilo ako dun eh. Dito. Total bid price includes the cost of all taxes such as but not limited to, so you have to specify the applicable taxes. Okay? Binabayaan po nating nakatenggayan lang dyan ng walang corrections or wala kayong input. So you have to specify the applicable taxes. Sample, value-added tax, income tax, local taxes, and other fiscal levies and duties. Which, nakalagay ito, the itemized therein is in the select one and delete. Okay? So, dapat either nasa price schedule siya or you will give us a detailed estimate. And usually, this document is missing. So, pagka kulang po kayo dito, again, incomplete po documents natin. So, dapat naka-detailed po siya sa ating price schedule or magbibigay po kayo ng other documents na merong detailed estimates of the taxes. Okay? Or the other fiscal levies and duties. Okay? So, panote na lang po yan. Signed and notarized po ang ating bid form by the authorized representative. Okay. Next one. Okay. So, let's go to the price schedule. Last form na po ito, pero busisi din po siya. So, meron po tayong mga malalaking machines for bidding ngayon. Meron din yung mga maliliit. Meron yung from the Philippines, meron from the foreign country. So, you have to note these things, okay? So we have 9 columns for the price schedule offered from abroad. Okay? So siguro, ano na po tayo, no? Lagi tayong nagbibid. Medyo alam na po ito ng ating mga bidders dapat. Okay? So, column number 1, item. Sa description po, ano po ina-expect natin ilagay doon? Yung ino-offer po ninyo sa amin. Okay? And that includes the brand and model. Okay? So nakalagay po dapat doon. Country of origin. So, abroad, lalagay lang po ninyo. The quantity. Ngayon, pag sinabing unit price ng CIF, ano yung unit price ng CIF? Or the unit price ng CIP ninyo? Ano po ba yung CIF tsaka CIP? Oh, okay. So ito po yung inyong mga insurance sa inyong carriage, insurance, freight, di ba? Okay. So pagka sa abroad kasi, may binabayaran po kayo sa pag-transport. Okay? Mga taxes ninyo, oo. So isusulat po ninyo dyan. Nakalagay dito, name of place. So hindi po number ang makikita namin dyan. Pangalan ng port, kung saan po, place po yan. Okay? Kung saan po siya dineliver, saan po yung area of transaction po ninyo. So please read on that. Okay? Name po yan ng port or lugar, destination. Okay? Ngayon, sa column number 6, still with regards to CIF and CIP, ang nakasulat naman po dyan, figures. Okay? Kung ilan ang binayaran po ninyo. Okay? Binayaran ninyo, note, per item. Sa column number 6, per item po tayo. Okay? So, yung 5 and 6, with regards yan sa CIF and CIP natin. Okay? Sa number 7 naman po, delivered, duty, and paid. Ano naman po yung DDU? Okay? DDU versus the DDP natin. Okay? Pag DDP kasi, bayad yan ng seller ninyo, right? Yung DDU, mayroon pang hindi nabayaran. So, susulat pa rin po ninyo doon. Per unit price. Ano pinagkaiba ng isa? Yung isa, price per item. Yung isa, unit price. So, yung doon sa CIF natin, itemized po yung paglagay po ninyo. Okay? Yung sa unit price, unit, pwede siyang lot or pwede siyang ano ba siya, item. Kung item lang, yung inyong ibibid. So yun po yung isusulat ninyo doon. Huwag magkakamali po, okay? And then the total price of delivered DDP. Meron po tayong mga formula dyan. Susundan lang po ninyo, column 4 times column 5, kung ano yung mga nakasulat doon, okay? Column 4 times column 8. Okay? So again, kung incomplete po ang information or data na nakasulat dyan or erroneous po, posible po siyang grounds. Okay? Dapat complete po. Okay? Okay, next one sa abroad kasi ito, sorry. Wala po tayo nakikita mga taxes gaya ng sinabi sa bid form natin, right? Then you can give us an additional paper or additional document na magsusuffice doon sa letter E ng bid form natin kung kinakailangan. Okay? Hindi lang isang papel yung makikita namin sa envelope or sa folder. Okay, next one. Ayan, summary of bid prices. So madali nila po siyang fill upan actually. The items, item number 1, item number 2, particular descriptions, total amount. Okay, so madali na lang po yun. Next one, the price schedule from the Philippines. Uy, namala pa. Okay, from the Philippines, pag tinignan po natin ng malapitan, okay. Number 1, item. 2, description. Again, brand and model. Number 3, source of domestic product as certified by the relevant agency. So, source. Alam na natin sa Philippines yan. E ba't pala lalagay natin doon Philippines? Okay? Kung saan yung source po natin? Kasi Philippines na yan eh. Lahat nakalagay Philippines, Philippines, Philippines. Okay? Saan sa Philippines natin yan? Okay? Quantity, and then unit price X works. Ano yung X works? EXW, X works per item. Okay, kasi sa Philippines, mga gastusin din po ninyo yan, mga dues po ninyo, ilalagay po ninyo, i-itemize ninyo per item nakalagay po dyan. Okay? So, kung minsan meron tayong loading fee, meron tayong packaging fee, meron tayong mga ganun kay ginagastusan dyan, isusulat po ninyo yan isa-isa. Okay? Transportation and all other costs identified, cost of transportation and all other costs incidental to delivery per item. Okay? So, dapat naka-indicate din po lahat yan. Sales and other taxes payable if contract is awarded. Okay? So, yan dyan na yung mga taxes natin. Nakalagay po kung yan ay VAT, income tax, ano ba yung mga type of taxes natin per item. Okay? Per item po tayo, ha? So, cost of incidental services, if applicable, per item, if applicable lang naman. And then, for the computations of total price per unit, we have the formula, 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 columns. And same with the total price delivered or delivered final destination. Mag-multiply lang po tayo ng 9 times 4 na column natin. And for the lower part, summary of bid prices, just fill that up, madali, gaya ko sabi po, madali na lang po yan. Okay? So these two forms, very necessary po siya. Kahit dalawa lang po. Okay? Kompleto lang po. So, next one, sir. Last na natin yun, no? Ay, meron pala. If necessary, if applicable, meron po tayong yan. If necessary, kailangan ng DTI, sige, mag-submit po tayo ng DTI. Pag foreign bidders, meron din po mga certificates na kailangang i-submit. Just read na lang po yung bidding documents na nabili po natin kung ano po yung instruction doon. So, ayan. So I guess that's it for the review of eligibility documents. Any other questions po? Okay, if none po, we'll proceed na po doon sa sealing and marking of bids. Okay, we'll ask our OIC, procurement OIC to discuss this sa inyo. Thank you very much.
Okay po. So we're now going to proceed for the sealing and marking of your bid documents po na isasubmit dito, no? So ito po, important details po natin ito, no? So pag magbabasa po kayo, meron po tayong tinatawag na mother envelope. So dito po sa mother envelope po natin, ito yung pinaka-envelope nyo. It should be properly labeled and properly sealed. So marami po nagkakamali dito, no? Ina-address po sa akin, kay Dr. Pamaran. Dapat po i-address po natin doon sa ating back chair, which is si Dr. Sirius Marie Ireta. So later po, papakita po namin yun, ano? And then sa wrong spelling din po, may mga ganun po, no? So sa mother envelope po, meron po tayong sa mother envelope, dapat makikita po namin dyan yung technical components. Ito, marami din nagkakamali dito. Ginagawa nila, pinagsama nila lahat ng original, copy 1 and copy 2. Hindi po dapat ganun. Dapat lahat ng technical magkakasama. Sa loob ng technical, nandun po yung original, copy 1 and copy 2 po. Okay po ha. Tapos meron din kami instances din na nangyari na nandoon sa financial yung technical. Or yung nasa loob ng financial yung technical documents nila. So nagkapalit, no? So hindi po dapat ganoon. So ito po yung susundan natin. Isi-send din naman po ito sa inyo eh. No? So it should be properly labeled and properly sealed din po. So importante po 'yan ha. And then sa loob po ng technical components nyo, nandun na po yung original, copy 1 and copy 2. And it should be properly labeled. So, doon naman po sa financial components, meron na kami makikita dapat dyan na envelope. So, sa loob ng mother envelope, dalawang envelope makikita namin. Isang technical tsaka financial. Okay po? Sa financial, sa loob nun, dapat nandun na yung copy 1, original, copy 1, and copy 2. It should be properly labeled and properly sealed. So, nandun po, naka-folder po siya ng original, copy 1 and copy 2 po. Okay po ha. Again, magkakasama lahat ng technical, magkakasama lahat ng financial. Okay po, next tayo. Sa color, ito po yun. So next po tayo. So sa marking of bids, ito po, no, pwede nyo pong picturean para hindi po kayo magkamali. Ay, sisend din po ito sa inyo. And then also, dyan po i-address kay Dr. Sirius Marie Ireta, our back chairperson po. And then please state your company name, company address with telephone, and company official email address. Very, very important po ang email and contact number po. Ha? Bakit? Ayan na po yung magiging way of communication namin sa inyo. Okay po ha? And just to clarify lang din, together with our back chair, tama Doc, no? Sa back sec po mag-query, pag may mga question po sila, sa back secretariat po magtatanong through email. Okay po? And then kapag tumawag po kami sa inyo, so pakisagot na lang din po. Doon sa pinrovide nyo na telephone.
Yan lang tayo makipag-communicate. So, kunyari nag-email tayo, tapos hindi sila sumagot, then they say na iba yung email nila. It's not our fault. So, we're very strict with the...
Yes po, tama po. So, yun po. Dapat po kung ano yung stipulated na email address nyo, yun lang po yung official. Hindi po kayo magsisend doon ng ibang email address. So, yun lang din po yung way of communication natin. Even yung contact number. So, very, very important po yun. Isa lang po dapat.
Hindi nila nabuksan yun, tapos pass the deadline, disqualify yun.
Opo. Tsaka check nyo rin po yung mga spam nyo messages. Usually doon po napupunta eh. At nagiging ano rin yun, ano? Point of clarification. Kasi sabi nila hindi po namin nakita eh. Kaso again po, di ba sumali po kayo sa bidding, dapat aware po kayo na anytime pwede namin kayo sendan ng mga information. Okay? So do not open before 10 o'clock a.m. So bidding for supply and delivery of kung ano po yung sinasalihan nyo with the PIN number kung ano po yung sinasalihan nyo. So importante po ito ha. Kasi Doc, di ba pagka mali yung PIN number, mali na rin po yung nasa loob natin. Tama po. So dapat tama rin po yung PIN number. Pag nagkamali po sa PIN number, dun po nagkakaroon ng problem tayo. So next. Ito na po yung question niyo po kanina pa, no? Kulay orange po. Okay na po tayo dyan. Sige, color orange po ang folder natin. Ha? So next. Unsealed or unmarked envelopes will be rejected. Properly sealed and marked bid envelopes will be accepted. Okay po? So next, please. Okay, sa pagbibili ng bid documents, ito po, no? Ano po tayo dito, no? May I have your attention po, no? First step natin, gagawa kayo ng letter of intent. Nandun po, included po doon yung name of company, project name, PIN na sinasalihan nyo, items to be bid at total amount ng sasalihan nyo, and address to our back chairperson. Okay po tayo, ha? Kakaintindihan tayo doon. And then step 2, if ever po, kukuha po kayo dito ng charge slip dito sa amin. Okay? And then pagka pumunta ng kukuha ng charge slip, kukuha po ng order of payment sa ating finance office at magbabayad sa ating cashier. Okay po? Now, cash basis lang po tayo. From the previous, doon sa ating COVID times, pandemic times, online payment ina-accept siya. Pero ngayon, dahil lifted na, so payment po natin, mode of payment ay cash basis po. Nagkakaintindihan po, ha? So marami po tayo, nagkakaroon din po tayo ng problema dito sa mga pagbabayad natin. And then, pag napagbayad na po kayo, balik po kayo dito para ma-xerox po namin ang inyong resibo. Okay po? Para doon po sa ating proper documentation. So next. Notice sa aming mga suppliers, so sa ating mga bidders. Una, ang office hours natin ay Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Doon lang kayo pwede magbayad ng bid documents. Okay po? Submission, doon din pwede mag-submit ng bid documents except on the specified time of the deadline of submission. Anong oras po ang deadline natin? 9 a.m. So, hindi na po pwedeng bumili ng bid docs ng 10 o'clock a.m. kasi hanggang 9 o'clock lang ng mismong araw. Diba? So, aware naman siguro tayo doon. So, ayun po, no? And then close tayo sa Saturdays and Sundays and holidays. May holiday po ba tayo ngayon darating? December 8. So, wala pong pasok nun. Sir, question. Paano pag nagkaroon ng work suspension? May tao po dito. Pwede kayo magpasa at pwede kayong bumili ng bid documents. Kasi meron pong hospital order na minamandate po kami na magkaroon po ng skeletal workforce. Okay po? So hindi po reason na bagyo sa may papasok at may papasok po dito sa amin. Okay po? So please ensure you provide the correct email and contact number for all transactions. Okay po, ha? Yung as per our back members, per our back, dapat ito po yung inyong official email address and contact number. Okay? So standard rate sa inyong mga sasalihan. So same pa rin naman doon sa RA 9184 kahit lang gagamitin na natin ay RA 12009. Okay po? So ito yung mga mode ito yung cost of bidding documents natin. Okay? So next. So for our bid bulletins, if ever na may query kayo, you can ask po, no? So meron po tayo dito at least 10 calendar days before the deadline set for the submission. So meron kayong before 10 calendar days, no? Bago dapat doon sa ika-10th day, doon na kayo makapag-submit ng inyong mga query. At doon sa 7 days, dapat masagutin namin yon. Actually, hindi po namin kayo direct na sasagutin, no? Pero doon po, through bid bulletin po yung magiging sagot po namin sa inyo. Okay po? So hanggang Friday kayo pwede mag-ask ng questions. Especially kapag nandun na tayo sa technical specification. So ano po yung Friday, sir? Anong araw yan? December 5. So pwede silang mag-put into writing hanggang December 5. Yes, sir.
Expect sa huli. Baka ginagamit nila yun.
Oo.
Maluma.
Yung sa waiting hindi yung...
Kailan ba yung last day? Ano ba?
Ang last day ng posting natin ng bulletin.
So make sure na
Ano pala yung sabi ko?
On the next day.
Sabi ko ay Sunday na.
So on the next day, holiday. Hindi, last day ng pagsasagot natin ng bid.
Makasagot tayo ba?
Even holiday, sir.
Ha? Nay na, i-hook nyo na nga sabihin nila para kayo.
On the next day daw. Okay po. Opo. So, yun. So, if ever na may mga mapag-usapan dito, so, ayun, through bid bulletin namin, masasagot ang inyong mga query. Okay? So, next. So, it is already posted sa ating PhilJeps on last October 28, 2025. Meron na rin po dyan posted sa ating bid bulletin at sa ating Facebook page po natin. Even sa ating website. Posted na rin po siya. Okay? So, next. Ito yung ating timeline. Pinakita na rin natin kanina. So, yung posting po natin, ginawa po natin noong October 8. Nag-pre-bid po tayo. The last time. Doon na lang yung correction natin kanina, no, nung una. 28 natin siya na-post, di ba? 25, sorry, rather. 25. So sa preview tayo ngayon. Pakita na nga lang ulit natin, sir. Back na lang natin sa taas. Yung schedule. Yun na lang. Kasi para hindi sila naguluhan. Yan. Yan. I-click mo lang. Yan. So November 25 natin, nagkaroon ng advertisement. So ang pre-bid natin, December 3 at ang deadline for submission, December 15, 2025. At the scene din ay hindi yung opening po natin. Face-to-face lang po ito, no? So, kaya lang pa tayo gumagamit ng Zoom for recording purposes. Okay? So, next na tayo. Balikan tayo doon sa ayan. So, ito naman po yung notice ng ating MMS. If ever na kayo na po yung ating winning bidder, no? So, hypothetically, kung kayo na po ang ating winning bidder, dapat po aware na po kayo dito sa announcement ng MMS. So, please be informed that acceptance of delivery is from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. MMS is closed during holidays and random schedule of disinfection. Kindly notify them at their email. Ayan po, nandyan na. And 3 days prior to the delivery. Deliveries without prior notice will not be accepted. Okay? So next. Regarding naman po dito sa ating delivery, no? So kung kayo ay for goods, supply and goods, 7 calendar days. Pero kung ito po ay equipment, which is ito po binibid natin, manufactured locally, 30 calendar days. Manufactured in other countries, 45 calendar days. Okay? Doc, ano nga po yung kanina if there's some extension po from their part?
Sakali po at hindi po kaya nung 45 days yung delivery schedule natin, kung kayo po, sa inyo po ma-award, magsabit na lang po tayo ng motion for reconsideration address to our MCC para siya po yung magdedesisyon kung papayag po siya sa extension natin. Okay. Salamat po.
Okay, thank you, Doc. So next tayo. And then for the liquidated damages, for the late delivery, 1/10 or 1% of the total amount with delay, multiply the number of days delayed. For the short delivery, 10% of the total amount of undelivered items. For the canceled delivery, 20% of the total amount of canceled items. Okay po? Malinaw tayo dyan, ha? Sige po. So next, ayan. Presentation of items to be bid. Punta na po tayo sa ating mga pin projects. Okay po? So anong unahin natin? So pin, sige sir, i-zoom ko, no?
Sir. Dito po yung ating mga technical working group at saka ating mga end users. Okay? Pwede po nilang sagutin ngayon yung mga tanong natin pero hindi po niya i-change kung ano man yung nasa bidding documents natin. So any question right now may be answered pero hindi pa po siya official hanggat di po natin napopost sa ating bid bulletin kung may mga changes. Okay? So yun lang po. For the, bago po tayo mag-bid bulletin, dapat mga letters po ninyo should be submitted 10 days. Tama po ba? 10 days before the bid opening. And then we'll go into reply at least 7 days before the bid opening. Okay? Okay, so, start na tayo.
Sir Mabs.
So for the supply and delivery of various medical equipment, with PIN number 2025-11030, item specification for manual bed, 3 cranks with accessories, transportation trolley, electric ICU bed with weighing scale with accessories, fetal monitor, patient monitor, infusion pump with docking station and infusion management system, syringe pump with docking station and infusion management system, ECG machine, multifunctional electric obstetric bed, mobile operating light, suction machine na heavy duty, electrosurgical unit, shadowless LED operation lamp and with dual arm, obstetric bed, vital signs monitor, electro-hydraulic operation table. That's what's the split attachment? Under what? Ano yan?
Specs.
Okay. So a total of 16 items under one lot. Okay? So can you show the description for each for each item? So kindly refer on the screen for the description of each item. And since this is lot, absence of one means failure, okay? So for the item number 1, kindly refer to the screen.
Posted na rin po ito sa ating PhilJep. So may copy na doon.
So do you have any questions po ba for the item number 1 of this lot? Okay, I think none. Proceed to item number 2, sir. So transportation trolley. Again, this specs is already posted sa PhilJep, so you can access it there. So I think prior coming here, natignan nyo na yan. Any questions for item number 2? None? Sige sir, proceed. Item number 3, electric ICU bed with weighing scale with accessories. Sige, paano mo lang sir? At least makita lang nila yung ano. Any question? Okay, item number 4, fetal monitor. Okay, none. Any question for fetal monitor po? None. Item number 5, patient monitor. Wala. Item number 6, infusion pump with docking station and infusion management system. Yes, sir.
From what company? Sir Mabs.
Bernard Chico from One Top Medical. So, sir, can we request po to make the 4 inches para pwede pong i-range ng 3.5 to 4 inches? If we can.
Then is put it into writing, then we will consult the end user and then sasagot dun sa motion ninyo.
Pero sir, ilan po yung sinabi ninyong figure? 3.5, mas maliit. Mas maliit. Okay, sige, kasi nakalagay dito at least eh. Okay, so yun nga, pakisulat na lang, then we'll discuss with the end user. Okay?
Pero pa-note na lang, sir, na from what company again, sir? It's not clearly kasi kanina.
From one top medical.
One. Okay, sir. Gutom ka na yata eh. That's all lang po ba for that item? Okay. Next, sir. For item number 7. Station and inclusion management system po. Any question for the technical specs? Alin? Inch. Ilan yung sa inyo, sir? 3.5 din. Okay. Pero there's on this Revit, there's no binding with the kindly put into writing din if ever may we will post a bid bulletin. Okay? Item number 8, sir. ECG machine. Any question with the tech specs? Wala. Okay.
Mag-time lang yung sa appeal.
Sunod, sir.
Kasi yung last day ng appeal, doon na nila i-check yung final.
Multifunction obstacle. Any question? Next. Ay, meron ba? Sorry. Yes, ma'am. From ang nakalagay dito is 0 to 90 degrees, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Sige. 14. Alin dyan pa, ma'am? Besides dun sa Trendelberg, meron pa ba? Sige, mamaya, ma'am. Sige, later na lang. Pero, ma'am, tama po ba? Sino ba sa nursing? And you, sir? Sige, okay na lang.
Pakilang may mental may makasign note tatanungin mo.
Item number 10. Baka ba? Mali talaga.
Possible consideration po. Pero, put it to right.
Okay, item number 10, mobile operating light. Any questions po? None? Again, next item, sir. Sanction machine heavy duty. Sige, sir. For the item na yun.
Sir, we're going to go on. Usually, mobile operating which we should do it.
Nasaan dyan particularly?
Second bullet, tapat mo sa rin.
Dual lang yan. Yes, sir. Yun po. Usually, pinaka-overall po.
Sige sir, we will tawag dito. Yun, kayo na din, tapos papadescribe namin dun sa end user kung ano yung ibig sabihin niya yan.
Revise.
Are you referring to single bond? Parang ganun.
Ano sir, di ba yung for reserving? Dalawang. Opo. Usually ako po. Single lang po. Usually ginagamit ko doon at healing up.
Sama ko na lang doon sa motion, sa letter.
Sige. Function machine heavy duty. None. Electrosurgical unit. None. Sige sir, next. Shadowless LED operation lamp, dual arm. Wala naman dito. Doon na kanina. Obstetric bed. Ay, oo nga kanina. Ma'am, sino ba yun kanina? Sang item number sa 11 ba yun? Dapat? Sorry, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Ito mas maliit. Hindi na to, talaga.
Di baka nasobra lang ng type. Mukhang 10 lang dapat yan eh.
I-raise na lang natin sa hindi.
Oo.
Palagay mo sa emperor yung nila. Suggested nila na
Oo. May polling nila siya. Kasi ito yung suggestion ninyo or yung papili.
Hindi kasi baka ma-technical lang kasi. Okay. Next. Vital signs monitor. Wala. Yes po, ma'am.
Microphone. Yung topic po dito.
Paano ko kasama sa record?
Wala kipila.
Ano na yung mga prop?
Ba't baka naturo ka na sa akin?
Gino ka rin yung mga
Ang topic. Sir, sa warranty lang po. Yeah. At 2 years warranty for parts and preventive maintenance. Then sa baba po, comprehensive preventive maintenance, 3 years naman po. So parang hindi po naman susundin. 3 or
Sige. Thank you for taking note of that. Iyan nyo na lang din kasi nakalagay naman doon preventive maintenance. Okay lang sana kung warranty. Oo. Bakit 2 plus 3 yan? Dito.
any more questions po?
And for the last item, operation table. Any questions? This one is the last item for this lot. Again, this is a lot item, so absence of one means non-compliant. So dapat lahat yan meron kayo when you apply. And please do take note dun sa may instruction to bidders namin, dun sa may technical specification. So this is our tech specs. Ibabangga niyo yung offer nyo. Then you put comply. If di nyo nilagay yun, kung comply lang nilagay nyo, considered as non-compliant yun, okay? Kasi baka mamaya panay comply lang gagawin nyo eh. We're very strict with that. Okay, I think we can move to the sir. Next project for the OFTA. Ano medyo ko?
So okay na tayo dun sir, no, sa first. Okay, so if ever po na dun po yung prospect nyo na sasalihan, halimbawa dun lang po sa pit na yun, yung sasalihan nyo, pwedeng kahit hindi na kayo umattend doon sa mga next spin natin. Pero kung may prospect pa rin kayo na sumali doon sa mga next spin, so you can stay po. Pero kung doon lang sa pin na yon, you may go na po. Pero kung do you want to, ano po, interested pa kayo, please stay po.
Okay na po ba? Kindly ano lang po. Sorry for the... Yes, sir. Again. The FB certificate will be requested during the post-qual for the eligibility supporting documents. So for that, we just kindly wait for the post-qual. If you will be notified as the LCB, dun lang namin kayo re-requestan, okay?
Okay, so speaking po of LCB po, again po, ang criteria po na gagamitin natin dito ay LCB, no? So lowest calculated responsive bid.
And the LCRB. LCB kasi...
LCRB, sorry.
LCB, ano pa lang naman, lowest
The lowest
calculated.
pa lang, lowest calculated. Pero sa criteria natin,
LCRB.
LCRB. Okay
Pagka
po.
sa kanya na i-award.
Yes.
Okay. We can now proceed to the second project. Anong pin yan? Sorry. Okay. So for the supply, delivery, and installation of various medical equipment for ophthalmology, with approved budget of 10 million with PIN number 2025-11-031. So this one is line item, correct? So line item siya. So there are 4 items to be bid. First item is fluorescein angiography set retinal camera with unit price of 5,400,000. Next, Argon green laser 532 with pattern scan, again with approved budget of 4,120,000. Next is applanation tonometer with approved budget of 80,000. And last is the auto refractor with keratometer with approved budget of 400,000. For this project, the grand total is 10 million. Again, this is a line item for this project. Kindly let us proceed to the item description of each machine, sir. Okay. For the tech specs of the first item, fluorescein angiogram set, retinal camera. Any questions po? Okay, sir. Kindly state your name. Hindi, malakas yung boses. Hindi, para marinig sa recording. Sorry.
And good morning everyone. Aki po, magandang umaga from Carl Zeiss. Sa since you have mentioned naman po na everything will be written down, medyo marami po kasi yung sa for amendment ko. So okay lang po ba na sulat na lang po namin? Sige po, i-mention ko na lang po. Sige po.
We have TWG.
Yes po, si Dr.
From the OFTA.
Yes po. Salamat po. Mabilis lang naman po. For the number 1, wide field, it was mentioned here that standard is 90 degrees. Yes po. Ayan.
Number 2.
Yes po, 90 degrees.
Okay.
Then meron din siyang ultra wide field na 120.
Mm-mm.
So, yung sa amin po kasi sa Carl Zeiss, ang standard namin for the wide field is 133. So, mababa po yung nandito. So, we would like to range it po sana from 90 to 133.
Okay.
Yes po, Doctor. And from the ultra wide field naman po, it says here 200 degrees. Sige po.
Up to 200 ah.
Yes po. Yung ultra wide field po kasi namin is up to 267. Mas malaki po siya. Opo.
Okay.
So mas malaki rin siya. And next po is the montage or mosaic. Yung sa mosaic nyo po kasi dito is up to 3 pictures. Nasa na po ba tayo? Ayan, mosaic. 3 images. Sa mosaic po kasi namin or montage can do up to 6 images. Yes po. And the standard here is 160, while on us, we can do up to 400 degrees. So 200 po yung side, 200 naman po yung up and down.
Okay, so sir, sorry given the specs mo kasi parang advanced masyado or what, pero have you considered the ABC?
Yes po, Doc. Ano naman po, we are very much aware with the 5.4 million.
Okay.
Better po. Basta...
Yes po, Doctor. Yes po. Yes po, Doctor.
Okay.
Yes. For the light source naman, since dito kasi sa light source, maganda yung sa nakasulat na specs kasi mataas sila. The good thing about us and Zeiss is we can capture even in the low images, so yung mas mabababa. So magtataka po kayo bakit mas mababa yung ipaparange namin kasi even with the mas malalabong mata, yung may mga katarata, kaya natin i-capture. Yun yung good thing about it. So dito kasi the infrared, example, LED light source is 825 to 870. While on us po, we would like to range it from 785. Again, bakit po mas mababa? Kasi kahit malabo na po yung mata ng pasyente, kaya pa rin po natin makapture yung ano niya, yung pinaka-fundos niya. So yun lang naman po yung reason bakit siya mababa.
And I think you're offering a good product. So,
Why the range?
Right?
Yes po, range lang naman po siya. So pasok pa rin po yung binigay nyo na numbers, i-range lang po natin para rin po makasali kami sa bidding. Para po. Yes po, Doc.
I think pero sa 1, 2, 3, 4 items marami kang ipapa-reconsider.
Meron din po yung optical resolution. This one po kasi is 15 microns. So sa amin po kasi since we can capture even at low images, nag-start kami ng 7.3 and above. Dito po kasi parang 15 microns lang siya na fix. Opo.
Mas maliit pa lang makikita.
Yes po, that's the idea behind it.
Siguro, wait lang
Sige po. Malapit na po, sir. Kasi yun. Thank you po. And then sa video resolution naman po, tataasan lang din po natin onte. Kasi yung sa amin po, the video acquisition rate here is 5 FPS while on us is 30 FPS. So, whenever you do the video, kapag may fluorescent angiography, mas mataas po yung yung resolution niya. So range lang naman din po. And last naman po sa another 2 sets. Sige po. Sa auto operation naman po. Pwede pong pababa, sir. Yan. Auto operation. Ayan, auto operation. Dito po kasi it was mentioned here, the auto capture. Yan, auto capture. Yung sa amin po kasi, we all have everything here except for the auto capture. Wala po kasi kaming ganun na wala kaming ganun na tawag nito na program. So dito po baka pwede po natin gawin manual capture or auto capture. Po kasi wala po kaming yung machine po namin hindi niya kayang mag-capture on its own. It's human operated po talaga.
Pero
Yes po.
sorry, siguro on the ilagay nyo na siguro on or its equivalent
Or paano mo i-describe? Okay.
Pwede. Manual po kasi sa amin, manual capture.
Actually, pwede mo gawin doon, sir, is specify mo yung
Sa inyo? Oo.
Yes, I'm offering better, tapos short rationality. So, para ma-consider nung technical working. Lalo na pasok sa ABC.
Yes po. And last na lang sir, ito po. Since we can capture nga na mas mga higher and lower, yung pagdating sa focusing adjustment, dito kasi minus 12D plus 15D. But for us, we can do up to minus 24D up to plus 20D. Tapos continuous pa po, yes. Kung mas tumaas pa, kaya pa rin po. So range lang naman din po. Apo.
User should highly consider deliberating over the proposal. Or the offer.
Okay.
Okay na sir.
The next item, meron pa?
Yung laser
Item
naman.
two, okay.
Last na lang po pala dito, clarification lang po. Yung additional 2 bulbs, ano pong bulbs yun, sir? Ano pong bulb yun?
May 10-year, ano raw yun eh? May 10-year
Lifespan, opo.
actually.
Okay. Parang ano, nagigets ko na po, parang, eto kasi yung bulbs na to, considered po siya during our warranty periods. So ang gusto nyo, parang i-advance na kunin nyo na po yung bulbs. Parang ganun po. Kasi, opo, nakasulat kasi dito 2 years lang po.
1,000 pesos na.
Pero pwede naman siguro if walang spoilage yan or what. Kung
Sequence, as far as I know, kailangan nakalagay siya sa magandang lalagyan. Hindi po siya yung pwede sa regular na ano lang.
na box.
Parang pre-pro. What I can suggest is you have draft an agreement or an undertaking that you will deliver that said consumable replacement part if or upon the convenience of the end user. Para hindi mo na ibigay, alaga na ito. Pero nasa amin, pero pag kailangan mo, bibigay ko sa iyo. As long as, yeah. Pero kaya namang i-deliver.
Yes,
that's
sir.
1,000.
Yes, sir. Yes po sir, tama po yung sabi ni sir na magkaroon ng agreement na i-safe keep muna dun sa warehouse tapos kapag kailangan na po, dun lang po ibibigay. Opo, tama po. So far sir, yun lang naman po. Opo. Thank you po.
If you have other,
Yung sa argon laser naman po, sorry sir ha.
di sir, ano mo na lang. Sa
Isulat na lang. Sige po.
pasulat na niya.
Sige. Okay sir.
Dami talaga yan.
Argon laser, hindi naman po. Range lang din po siya. Di pa ma'am.
Pinaka-install.
Okay. So, this type of warranty, nasira po ka, ilan po bulbs na gagamitin natin?
Yes po ma'am, tama po. Tama po. Opo. Magkakaroon po yung sabi po ni sir kanina, magkakaroon po ng agreement. So black and white naman po na isi-safe keep po muna siya. Tapos kapag kailangan na po yung 2 bulbs, matapos yung warranty, ano po? Opo.
Yung bisita na mo kayo dito.
Kung ano, nahahawakan na kumpanya.
Okay. Po. So, let's proceed to the item number 2. Argon Green Laser 532 with pattern scan. Okay. So, yun. Isa okay naman na. Basta naman na. Sulat mo na lang, sir. Thank you. Okay, next. Applanation tonometer. Okay, next. I think that is the last. Auto refractor with keratometer. Okay, so that's all for this project. Okay. No, single item. Single line. Line item lang.
Build ng one item lang.
Okay, and for the last project for this pre-bid, the supply, delivery, installation, testing, and commissioning of various laboratory equipment and information system with approved budget of 25 million with PIN number 2025-11-032. This is a lot item and it has four items. Specifically, three. Three items to be specifically autoclave 110 liters, fully automated stainer for immunohistochemistry, fluorescence in situ. Hindi, okay lang. Hindi, may user dito. May user. May fluorescence in situ hybridization, in situ hybridization and immunofluorescence, and last is the laboratory information system. Again, this is lot, so absence of one means disqualified or non-compliant. Okay? So kindly, show in the screen, sir, the text specs. So for the item number 1, this vertical autoclave, so supply, delivery, installation, testing, and commissioning. Any questions po ba with the next specs? Okay, none. So let's proceed to the item number 2. Fully automated stainer for immunohistochemistry, fish, ish, and if. Sige, sir.
Hello, yan. From MMJ po ulit. I have 3 questions po dito sa fully automated stainer for immunohistochemistry. Number 1 po yung yung TAT 2.2 saan yun?
Not more than 2 hours for basic activity.
Yes, oo.
Okay.
Although meron kaming depende sa protocol kasi, sir, meron 2 hours pero on average 2.5. So, can we request na gawin nila na range?
Pero hindi, ang ko lang naman, sir, for example, you have the,
Kasi nakalagay dito breast panel.
Example.
Example.
So
Okay.
you have lower than that naman, I think.
2.5. 2.5 hours.
Kahit anong yun, sir, kahit anong protocol, Okay, ano pa, sir? Sige.
That's number 1. And then, do sa air filtration system. So,
Dito ba yun, sir, sa item number 2?
yeah, yes, sir.
Kasi ang item, air filtration system. Taas.
Built-in air filtration.
Yun, sa baba ng slides can be loaded and uploaded. Yan. Yes, sir.
Ayan, okay. Yung sa amin kasi, sir, is carbon filter. So, can we accept? Yes, sir. Carbon filter.
Ano na siguro, sir? Can you explain the text specs? That's why we
In writing
keep
lang.
insisting, That's why we keep insisting na yung with regards dun sa text specs na dito, na page dun sa instruction to bidders na, for example, tulad yan, with built-in air filtration system, kung anong offer nyo, ipakita nyo sa amin so that we can we can compare it. Kasi kung sa inyo kasi is tama, carbon.
Yeah, carbon filter.
Carbon, pero at the end of the day, that will be still for the filtration.
Yes, sir.
So be it.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, sir. And then number 3, dun sa sterilization na 105 degrees. Yes, sir. Sa taas noong built-in Yan. Sa taas pa, sir. Yan. Okay. Sterilization temperature. Usually kasi, sir, sa IHC, hindi naman talaga needed yung sterilization. And I don't know kung mayroong mga machines na nagko-comply doon sa sterilization. So, kung pwede sana, baka kasi wala din makapag-comply na machine. So baka pwedeng strike off na lang natin to.
Sige, sir. Hindi ako nag-type yan.
Yes, sir. Sulat ka na po. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Si Ma'am Eugene? Martin mo daw to? Gusto namin kasi may auto-grade.
Any more question before we proceed to the next item? So if none, sir.
Okay, for the last item for this lot, the laboratory information system, I think. Okay, so laboratory information system with blood bank information system, histopathology information system, molecular information system, online result mobile application, and queuing system for this lot. So kindly see the system coverage. So we wanted that it shall cover the main laboratory. Okay lang si ma'am? Okay. So it shall cover the main laboratory located in San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. So both sites shall have independent access but billing for consolidated reporting and data sharing. And the system shall allow future expansion to other diagnostic section. So the core modules, kindly show in the screen, sir. Okay. So any question po for this information system? If none, for this Preproc, Dr. Areta and Doc Saludes,
There any ano po?
announcement? Any announcement?
Reminder.
Ano na lang, MRs.
Reiterate na ng
Okay, ganito po ano. Yung mga MRs po natin, kung let's say Friday yung last day natin, ano ba ngayon? Wednesday? Kung kaya niyo po ma-send ngayon, today, or hanggang tomorrow, much better po. Para kahit pa paano, may time na rin kami para masagot yon. Tapos ang pagsasend ng MR, let's say Doc sa last day nila sa Friday, hanggang anong oras yun Doc? Hindi.
We cannot, I don't think we can set the deadline for MRs too close to the actual deadline. So you have to give the chance to the end users to actually review.
Hindi.
Ayun nga Doc, yung sinasabi ko.
Wait lang.
Yung sinasabi ko po, halimbawa, sa Friday, di ba, yung deadline po nila. Ngayon po, kung po pwede po nila ipasa today or tomorrow, much better po. Para hindi na po tayo makakompromise dun sa time.
Pero kasi kung ang deadline natin
is Friday, anong oras?
To 11:59 PM.
Okay.
So, tayo naman, para the whole day yun eh. So, kinabukasan tayo titingin.
Opo.
Tapos hanggang kailan nila dapat i-check yung specs? Final specs sa bulletin? Tuesday.
Hindi, kinabukasan.
Sir, supposedly kasi ang deadline is 8. However, holiday po nung 8. Sabi ni Doc, na-mention nila Doc kanina na okay lang na igawing 9.
Mag-meeting na lang muna tayo dun, Doc. Basta yung final, makikita nila ng Tuesday. Mag-usap na lang po tayo doon kasi tumama ng 8 yung supposedly pagsagot natin sa bid bulletin.
Post naman ng bid bulletin.
Pagkabang ng bid bulletin, doon sa email lang yung provide nyo.
Hindi Doc, sa PhilJeps po.
Sa PhilJeps pala. Baka mamaya kasi yung sinabi nga kanina, baka mag-provide kayo ng offer based dun sa lumang text.
Basta po, yung pagsagot po namin through bid bulletin. Okay po.
Okay, I think if none,
So submission of MR pa rin po natin, yung stated dito na date natin, 11 PM 59. Yung saktuhan po. Yun yung kung due natin hanggang doon. December 5. Okay. ng gabi, 11:59, yan, okay? Tapos, yung magiging sagot po namin, basta at least within 7 days prior ng opening natin.
If ever sa kayo ng motion, Sabado, we will not be entertaining it. Okay po? It's clearly, instructed sa inyo. So, again, I think we can adjourn this pre-bid, Dr. Reta.
Again, thank you very much for joining us today in this pre-bidding conference. I would like to thank our TWGs, our back secretariat, members of the Bids and Awards Committee, and of course, our prospective bidders. Now we can adjourn this activity. Thank you.
Thank you so much po. Salamat po sa pag-attend.
Members, please